Hi, I was asked by one of you to make a video of herbs that I commonly have. This isn't my practice, but I'm visiting a practice here in Ontario with Countryside Midwifery, representing Sonia Peterson. And I just wanted to go over some of their herbs that they have. They actually have a company, St. Francis Herb Farm, that will create blends for them. So they have an herbalist here that um, creates her own blends and then has the company make that potion for her. All right, so we'll get started with some of these. So up here we have more of our lactation support. Like here we see the galactagogue, right? So here's a tincture. These herbs happen to all be in Latin, but you can see this and then look them up in your book, but this is to help with the milk production. Here's a Maximilk. This is by a Mountain Meadow Herbs, and also to promote milk production as well. I'm not sure if I'll be able to zoom very well on here, but if you guys, Mountain Meadows has a really good guide on different herbs, so you can look them up and find out what's in these tinctures. And here we have fenugreek and blessed thistle, which also help with milk production. And here's a varicose vein salve. So here we see the different kinds of herbs in there: jewelweed, comfrey leaf, plantain, chickweed, thyme, calendula, nettle, olive, and beeswax. And you'll see it really common that calendula comes up a lot of times, and it's often to promote skin healing or things like that. So the varicosities. Okay. And then we have our gentle birth, and also again a Mountain Meadows tincture. This is to take, you can take it during pregnancy, and it's supposed to help with preparing your body for birth. And then a labor formula. This is more used to induce labor, so this is one made by the Countryside Midwives. There's the French ingredients. Let's find the English over here. So we have our cohoches. You guys have been learning a lot about those, both the black and the blue, and as well as ginger in this one. So this is given to help induce labor naturally. All right, and then there's some breast oil that they use, and then this has different herbs in it, like lavender. Here's the English part here. Mullein, calendula, again the red clover, poke, and lobelia. And then cramp bark here. And recommended usage for the cramp bark would be for muscle spasms and menstrual cramps. And then here we have our, beside that we have the blood pressure lowering herbs. So again, this is a blend made by one of their midwives here. And the ingredients on here are the hawthorn, cramp bark, and passion flower. So I think we've talked a little bit about passion flower, and some of you guys have written about it in your assignment. But passion flower is able to help reduce blood pressure, and it's also more of a calming herb. So here's just a single bottle of the passion flower. And then here we have our yarrow, and then this is recommended to be used as a menorrhagia or for heavy menstruation. And it can also be used as for hemorrhoids and as a diuretic. So remember, for diuretics and herbs, you want to avoid diuretics with a mom that is having symptoms of preeclampsia or is preeclamptic. Here's an after pain blend. So for afterbirth, a lot of times moms are getting those cramps and taking a tincture. Usually tinctures like this, especially for cramps, you can take them every 15 minutes or even as needed. That's one thing about the tincture form of things, that you can take more frequent doses of it. So here we have chamomile, cramp bark, and lemon balm, and the mother's wort there on top. Angelica is that classic herb that's given for the placenta, to aid the placenta coming. I remembered this one because Angelica, it has wings and it helps the placenta come. So that can be given if the placenta is taking a while. And then here we have a stop bleed, another blend, and that has the, let's see if I can focus a little better. The yarrow, motherwort, blue cohosh, cramp bark, and shepherd's purse. And shepherd's purse is a herb I will carry with me as well. It helps promote blood clotting. So if I have a mom hemorrhaging, or not hemorrhaging, maybe pre-hemorrhaging, and wants to avoid medications, or even just if a mom is bleeding a bit, I'll oftentimes give her that St. John's wort to help with that. And then here's the motherwort again. And on here it just has different recommended uses. So this one says relief of nervousness and restlessness and as a heart tonic. So that would be mother's wort. And skullcap kind of will be doing the same thing here also for kind of nervousness, anxiety, and it can also be used as a sleep aid. It's an antispasmodic, and it relieves pain associated with menstruation. I think it was in week 7 we talked about, 6 or 7 we talked about PMS symptoms, so some herbs that can be helpful with that as well. And then here we have our St. John's wort. So this can be used for moms that are having signs of like depression or need help with enhancing their mood. Sorry, this video is not very clear, but you can always look up these herbs again and learn more about them as well. And so restlessness, nervousness, St. John's wort. And I had someone tell me once that it helps with bad dreams. If you're somebody who sleepwalks or has a lot of restless nights because of dreams, St. John's wort can help with that. And here's lemon balm. This is another calming herb that moms can take. So, and it can also help with sleep and digestion. And then here we have the California poppy. And this one is helps relieve restlessness again, and can be used as a sleep aid, and it's also an analgesic. So a couple of those. And then here we have our herbal bath. So this can help with the perennial healing. So putting the different kinds of herbs in a blend and then steeping them for a while. And you can add these to a peri bottle. You can put the herbs on a pad and put that in the freezer, and then have the mom wear the pad if she has swelling, or just to help heal the area. But this one is particularly made with plantain leaves, red clover, comfrey root, chamomile flowers, and oak bark. And then there's our castor oil for labor induction. And did I already do this one? I already did that one there. So, and then this is like a pharmaceutical for nipple ointment. All right. Am I missing anything, Sonia?
Nope, I think you got it.
All right. Well, there's some herbs that midwives commonly have on hand.